Here are Grandpa's 41 clever WD-40 hacks you'll wish you knew before. Fire starter. Grandpa always had a trick for getting a fire going fast, no matter how damp the wood was. WD-40. To use it as a fire starter, lightly spray a small amount onto crumpled newspaper, dry kindling, or cotton balls. Then place them beneath your logs and ignite with a match or lighter. The WD-40 helps the flames catch quickly, even in humid or damp conditions. This works because WD-40 is a petroleum-based product, making it an excellent fire accelerant when used safely. Whether starting a campfire or lighting the fireplace on a cold night, this hack saves time and frustration. But staying warm isn't the only challenge. Keeping your feet dry is just as important. Make your shoes water-resistant. Did you know that WD-40 can make your shoes repel water? If you're heading out in the rain or snow, lightly spray WD-40 over the surface of leather or synthetic shoes and wipe off the excess with a clean cloth. The protective layer prevents moisture from soaking in. Grandpa always swore by this trick to keep his boots dry during bad weather. It works because WD-40 creates a water-repellent barrier that shields against rain, slush, and mud. This hack is perfect for hiking boots, work shoes, or even sneakers on wet days. But while dry shoes are great, keeping mirrors fog-free is another challenge, especially in humid conditions. Reduce mirror fogging. Few things are as annoying as a fogged-up bathroom mirror after a hot shower. To prevent this, spray a small amount of WD-40 onto a clean cloth and wipe it across the mirror's surface. Let it sit for a few minutes before buffing it out with a dry microfiber cloth. The thin layer left behind repels moisture, stopping condensation from forming. This works because WD-40 displaces water, preventing fog from sticking to smooth surfaces. No more wiping the mirror with a towel mid-shave or struggling to see after a shower. And just as it keeps mirrors clear, it can also keep your car's windows free from winter frost. Keep snow and frost off windows. Scraping frost off your car windows on a freezing morning is never fun. To prevent buildup, spray a light coat of WD-40 onto the outside of your windshield and windows the night before cold weather hits. Wipe off any excess and let it dry. The protective layer stops ice and snow from bonding to the glass, making clearing it off much easier. This works because WD-40 prevents moisture from freezing on contact. It's a simple trick to save time and effort on frosty mornings. And while icy windshields are frustrating, stepping in mud or gum can be just as irritating, unless you have an easy way to clean your shoes. Clean mud and gum from shoe soles. Mud and gum stuck in the grooves of your shoe soles? WD-40 makes cleaning them a breeze. Spray a small amount directly onto the affected areas, let it sit for a few minutes, then wipe away with cloth or scrub with an old toothbrush. The WD-40 breaks down sticky residue, making it easy to remove even stubborn gum. It also helps loosen dried mud, preventing it from caking onto your shoes. This works because WD-40 acts as a solvent, dissolving grime without damaging rubber or leather. With this trick, your shoes stay clean and ready to go, no scraping required. Degrease hands after car repairs. Working on a car can leave your hands covered in oil, grease, and grime that soap alone won't remove. Instead of scrubbing endlessly, spray a little WD-40 onto your hands and rub them together. Let it sit for about 30 seconds to break down the grease, then wipe with a paper towel or rag. Wash your hands with soap and warm water to remove any remaining residue. A WD-40's formula dissolves oil-based substances, making cleanup effortless. It's a mechanic's secret weapon for tough messes. Grandpa always kept a can in his garage. He swore it cleaned up better than any fancy hand cleaner. Speaking of quick fixes, WD-40 isn't just great for hands. It can also take down pesky insects in an instant. Kill bugs on contact. Bugs crawling where they shouldn't? WD-40 can be used as a fast-acting insect spray to kill roaches, ants, spiders, and even wasps on contact. Simply spray the bug directly and watch as it stops moving almost instantly. The lubricating properties coat their exoskeleton, suffocating them within seconds. It's a useful trick when dealing with stubborn pests around doorways, garages, and outdoor seating areas. Additionally, spraying WD-40 along windowsills and baseboards can create a barrier that deters insects from coming inside. No need for toxic bug sprays, just a quick, effective solution. But while pests are a nuisance, keeping tools in top shape is just as important for anyone who works in the yard. Lubricate and protect gardening tools. Gardening tools often rust, jam, or stiffen after repeated use, especially if left outdoors. To keep them working smoothly, spray WD-40 on pruners, shears, shovels, and trowels after each use. Wipe off any excess with a rag to prevent dirt from sticking. For rusty tools, apply WD-40 and let it sit for a few minutes before scrubbing with steel wool. This trick prevents corrosion, loosens stuck parts, and extends the life of your equipment. Regular maintenance means less effort in the garden and fewer replacements. And speaking of maintenance, WD-40 can also help with one of the trickiest problems, getting stubborn stains out of clothing. Pre-treat protein stains on clothes. Dealing with blood, sweat, or food stains on fabric? A WD-40 can break down protein-based stains before they set. Spray a small amount directly onto the stain and let it sit for 5 minutes. Then, blot the area with a clean cloth and wash the garment as usual with detergent. The solvent properties of WD-40 lift stains from fabric fibers, making it easier for detergent to do its job. It's especially useful for collars, cuffs, and work clothes that see a lot of wear. Just make sure to test on an inconspicuous area first to avoid discoloration. Once your clothes are clean, there's another use for WD-40 in the garden, keeping slimy invaders at bay. Repel slugs from garden pots. Slugs love to feast on plants, but WD-40 can help keep them away from your flower pots and raised beds. To create a barrier, spray a thin coat around the outside rims of pots and let it dry. The slippery surface makes it impossible for slugs to climb up, protecting your plants without the need for harsh chemicals. This trick is especially helpful after rain, when slugs are most active. Plus, WD-40 is water resistant, so it lasts longer than other deterrents. Keeping pests away doesn't have to be complicated, and a simple spray can save your garden from destruction. But while WD-40 is great for deterring slugs, it can also handle another frustrating garden problem. Remove tree sap and resin from gloves and tools. Sticky tree sap and resin can be tough to clean off gloves and tools, but WD-40 makes removal effortless. Spray a generous amount directly onto the affected area and let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes to break down the sticky residue. Then wipe away with a rag or scrub with a brush for stubborn spots. Rinse gloves with soapy water to remove any leftover residue. WD-40 works by dissolving the sap's natural stickiness, preventing it from gumming up tools or fabric. Sticky messes are inevitable outdoors, but dealing with them doesn't have to be a headache. And when it comes to outdoor messes, another common nuisance is bird droppings on cars. Remove bird droppings from cars. Few things ruin a car's finish faster than dried bird droppings. To remove them safely, spray WD-40 directly onto the affected area and let it sit for 30 seconds. The formula softens the droppings, making them easier to wipe away with a microfiber cloth. For stubborn spots, reapply and gently rub with a soft sponge. WD-40 prevents etching caused by acidic droppings, helping preserve your paint job. It's a quick fix for keeping your car spotless and protected. And while bird droppings are annoying, there's another problem that can make your vehicle look worn: dim, bug-covered headlights. Shine headlights and remove bug splatter. Cloudy headlights and stubborn bug splatter can dull your car's appearance and reduce visibility at night. To restore clarity, spray WD-40 onto the headlight lens and let it sit for a minute before wiping it off with a clean cloth. For bug splatter, apply WD-40 directly to the mess, wait 30 seconds, and gently scrub with a soft sponge. The lubricating properties help break down grime, leaving behind a clear, polished surface. Regular use keeps headlights bright and road-ready. But cars aren't the only things that suffer from wear. Outdoor furniture can also lose its shine over time. Restore patio furniture. Plastic and metal patio furniture can fade, rust, or accumulate grime from weather exposure. To bring it back to life, spray WD-40 onto the surface and wipe it down with a clean cloth. For rust spots, let the solution sit for a few minutes before scrubbing with a soft brush. WD-40 acts as a protective layer, repelling water and preventing further oxidation. This simple trick keeps outdoor furniture looking fresh and polished season after season. A well-maintained patio is great, but sometimes car bumpers take unexpected hits, leaving behind paint transfer that can be tricky to remove. Remove paint transfer from car bumpers. Minor scrapes and scuffs from another vehicle's paint can make a bumper look damaged, but WD-40 can help remove them. Spray a small amount onto a microfiber cloth and rub the area in small, circular motions until the transferred paint lifts away. For tougher marks, let the WD-40 sit for 1 minute before wiping. The lubricating properties gently break down the foreign paint without harming your car's clear coat. This trick is great for quick touch-ups before a car wash. Whether it's a minor fender rub or a parking lot mishap, a little WD-40 can work wonders. Clean and shine outdoor lanterns. Outdoor lanterns collect dirt, cobwebs, and oxidation, making them look dull and weathered. To restore their shine, spray a small amount of WD-40 onto a soft cloth and wipe down the metal and glass surfaces. For stubborn grime, spray directly onto the lantern, let it sit for a minute, then scrub with a brush or sponge. WD-40 helps remove built-up dirt and oxidation, leaving behind a clean, polished look. Plus, it forms a protective layer to prevent future buildup. A well-maintained lantern brightens any outdoor space. And just as lanterns can fade over time, black plant pots also lose their sleek appearance. Restore black plant pots. Black plastic plant pots often fade to a dull gray due to sun exposure. To bring back their deep black color, spray a light coat of WD-40 onto a clean cloth and wipe the surface evenly. For extra shine, let the solution sit for a minute before buffing with a dry cloth. The protective layer repels dust and water stains, helping pots look new longer. This is a quick and budget-friendly way to refresh garden decor. And while plant pots need protection from fading, another garden tool needs help to keep running smoothly, especially when dealing with sticky grass clippings. Prevent grass from sticking to lawnmower blades. Nothing clogs up a lawnmower faster than wet grass clippings sticking to the blades. To prevent buildup, spray WD-40 under the mower deck and directly onto the blades before mowing. Let it dry for a few minutes before starting the mower. The slick coating makes it harder for grass to cling, reducing clogs and making cleanup easier. Grandpa always swore by this trick to keep his mower running efficiently. A smooth blade cuts better and prevents bogging down. Less mess means less time spent scraping off dried clippings. And speaking of preventing rust and buildup, metal signs and license plates need a little extra care too. Remove rust from license plates and metal signs. Rusty license plates and metal garden signs lose their charm and can be difficult to clean. To remove rust, spray WD-40 generously over the affected area and let it sit for 5 minutes. Use a soft brush or steel wool to scrub away the rust, then wipe clean with a cloth. For added protection, apply another light coat of WD-40 to prevent future rusting. This works because WD-40 displaces moisture, which is the main cause of rust. A little maintenance keeps metal surfaces looking fresh. But while rust prevention is crucial for signs and plates, it's even more important for something under the hood. Extend the life of spark plugs. Did you know that WD-40 can help prevent spark plugs from corroding and misfiring? If moisture seeps into spark plug wires, it can cause hard starts and engine hesitation. To protect them, spray a light mist of WD-40 onto the spark plugs and ignition wires. This creates a water-resistant barrier that prevents rust and electrical shorts. It's especially useful in damp or rainy conditions. Regular application helps ensure consistent performance and longer-lasting spark plugs. A well-maintained ignition system means smoother starts and better fuel efficiency. Just like spark plugs need protection, other everyday tools and items can benefit from a little WD-40 care, too. Remove barnacles from boats. Scraping barnacles off a boat hull is time-consuming, but WD-40 makes it much easier. Spray a generous amount onto the barnacle-covered areas and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. The solution helps loosen the barnacles from the surface, making them easier to remove with a plastic scraper or brush. For stubborn spots, reapply and let it penetrate longer. WD-40's lubricating properties break the adhesive grip barnacles have on fiberglass and metal, reducing the effort needed to clean your boat. Keeping the hull smooth improves speed and fuel efficiency. But barnacles aren't the only problem boats face. Corrosion is another major threat. Spray boat sterns to prevent corrosion. Saltwater exposure causes rust and corrosion on a boat's stern, propeller, and metal fixtures. To protect these areas, spray a thin, even coat of WD-40 after every trip in saltwater. Let it sit for a few minutes, then wipe off any excess with a dry cloth. The protective layer repels moisture and prevents salt buildup, reducing long-term wear. Regular use helps extend the life of metal parts and keeps them looking new. A well-maintained boat runs more efficiently and lasts longer. And just as boats need care, fishing gear also requires maintenance. Starting with one of the most frustrating issues, tangled fishing line. Untangle fishing line. Fishing line knots and tangles can ruin a good day on the water. To fix them quickly, spray a small amount of WD-40 onto the tangled section and gently work the knots loose with your fingers or a pair of pliers. The lubricant reduces friction, making it easier to untangle stubborn loops without damaging the line. This trick works for monofilament and braided lines alike. Keeping a can of WD-40 in your tackle box ensures you're always ready for a hassle-free fishing trip. And while tangled lines are frustrating, another issue fishermen face is lingering human scent on bait and lures. Kill scent on fishing lures and bait. Fish can detect human scent on lures and bait, making them less likely to bite. To remove unwanted odors, spray a small amount of WD-40 onto a cloth and wipe down artificial lures, hooks, and bait containers. Let them dry before use. The formula eliminates residual smells, making your bait more appealing. Some anglers swear by this trick for attracting more fish. Just remember to follow local regulations, as some areas restrict the use of non-natural attractants. A little preparation can make all the difference in your catch. And if you want to protect your fishing gear long term, there's one more way WD-40 can help. Extend the life of fishing line. Did you know that WD-40 can help prevent fishing line from drying out and becoming brittle? Before storing your reel, lightly spray WD-40 onto a soft cloth and wipe down the fishing line as you reel it in. This helps reduce UV damage, prevent fraying, and maintain flexibility. It's especially useful for monofilament lines, which can weaken over time. Regular application keeps your line strong and tangle-free, improving casting distance and durability. Taking care of your fishing gear means fewer break-offs and more time enjoying the sport. Break in baseball gloves. A stiff new baseball glove can take weeks to break in, but WD-40 speeds up the process. Spray a light coat onto the glove's palm and fingers, then work the leather by bending, stretching, and forming it with your hands. Place a baseball inside the pocket, close the glove around it, and secure it with rubber bands overnight. The WD-40 softens the leather fibers, making the glove more flexible and game-ready faster. Grandpa always said a well-worn glove catches better and lasts longer. Speaking of things that need quick fixes, ever struggled to remove stubborn crayon marks from walls and furniture? Get rid of crayon marks. Kids love drawing, but when crayons end up on walls and tables, cleanup can be frustrating. To remove crayon marks effortlessly, spray WD-40 onto a soft cloth and gently rub the affected area. For tougher marks, spray directly onto the surface and let it sit for a few seconds before wiping away with a clean rag. The lubricating properties break down wax without damaging paint or wood finishes. It's a hassle-free way to restore walls and furniture. And just like crayon, can be stubborn to remove. So can sticky residue left behind by stickers and labels. Remove stickers and adhesive residue. Peeling off stickers often leaves behind a sticky, annoying mess. To dissolve adhesive quickly, spray WD-40 directly onto the residue and let it sit for 1 minute. Then wipe with a soft cloth or scrape with a plastic card for tougher spots. The solvent properties break down the glue, making cleanup easy. This trick works on everything from price tags on glass to tape residue on plastic. No more scrubbing or damaging surfaces. And when it comes to removing sticky decals, WD-40 works just as well, but with an added benefit for car owners. Take off decals and bumper stickers. Want to remove an old bumper sticker without leaving marks? Spray WD-40 around the edges of the decal and let it soak for 2 minutes. Gently peel from one corner, adding more WD-40 as needed. For stubborn spots, use a plastic scraper to lift the sticker without scratching the surface. Once removed, wipe the area clean to remove any lingering adhesive. This method works on car bumpers, laptops, and even windows. Whether you're updating your ride or removing an old promotion, it's the easiest way to get a clean finish. But sticky situations aren't limited to decals. Sometimes even jewelry refuses to budge. Slip off tight jewelry. Struggling to remove a stuck ring or bracelet? Instead of pulling and risking injury, spray a small amount of WD-40 around the jewelry and let it seep into the tight space. Gently twist and slide the ring or bracelet off with ease. The lubrication reduces friction, allowing it to slip off without discomfort. This trick is especially helpful if fingers swell due to heat or injury. A little spray saves a lot of stress. From sticky messes to stuck accessories, WD-40 continues to be a household essential with endless practical uses. To remove water stains from wood. Water rings on wooden furniture can be an eyesore, but WD-40 makes them disappear in seconds. Spray a small amount onto a clean cloth and gently rub the stain in a circular motion. Let it sit for a few seconds, then wipe away with a dry cloth. The lubricating properties penetrate the wood's surface, lifting moisture stains without damaging the finish. It works on coffee tables, dining sets, and wooden countertops. A quick buff, and your furniture looks brand new again. But while water stains are annoying, few things are as frustrating as trying to separate stubbornly stuck Lego bricks. Separate stuck Lego bricks. Lego bricks are fun to build with until two get jammed together and won't budge. To separate them easily, spray a tiny amount of WD-40 into the seam and wait a few seconds. Then use a Lego separator tool or your fingers to twist the pieces apart. The thin lubricant loosens the connection without damaging the plastic. Wipe off any excess before handling. No more struggling or breaking fingernails. And just as Legos can get stuck, so can the tape residue left behind on luggage after long flights. Remove tape residue from suitcases. Luggage tags and security stickers often leave sticky residue that's tough to remove. To clean it up, spray WD-40 directly onto the sticky area and let it sit for 1 minute. Use a soft cloth to wipe away the loosened adhesive. For extra stubborn spots, spray again and gently rub with a sponge. The solvent properties break down glue bonds, leaving your suitcase looking fresh for your next trip. No more struggling with peeling tape. And speaking of tricky marks, what about those seemingly permanent Sharpie stains on whiteboards? Erase Sharpie from whiteboards. Accidentally used a permanent marker on a whiteboard? No problem. WD-40 erases it in seconds. Spray a small amount onto the marker stain and let it sit for 30 seconds. Then wipe it clean with a dry cloth or a paper towel. The lubrication lifts the ink from the surface, restoring your whiteboard to its original state. This trick works on laminated surfaces too. No need to replace your board, just a quick spray and it's good as new. But while marker stains are a common problem indoors, another challenge lurks outside. Unwanted wasp nests. Prevent wasps from nesting. Wasps love to build nests under eaves, porches, and outdoor furniture, but WD-40 can stop them before they start. Spray it in small crevices, corners, and under ledges where wasps like to nest. The strong smell and slick coating deter them from building in treated areas. Apply early in the season and reapply as needed, especially after rain. This trick is a chemical-free alternative to wasp sprays and keeps your outdoor spaces safer. A little prevention goes a long way, because no one wants to deal with a buzzing swarm when they step outside. Clean grills and barbecue racks. A dirty grill can ruin the taste of your food, but WD-40 makes cleanup effortless. To remove stubborn grease and burnt-on residue, spray WD-40 directly onto the grill grates and let it sit for 5 minutes. Use a wire brush or scrub pad to break down the grime, then wipe clean with a cloth. Rinse thoroughly with soapy water before cooking to remove any excess residue. The lubricating properties help loosen caked-on grease, making scrubbing easier. A clean grill ensures better tasting food and extends the life of your barbecue. But while grills get greasy, another common buildup issue happens indoors. Hard water stains in toilets. Remove hard water deposits in toilets. Hard water stains leave unsightly rings in toilets that regular cleaners can't always remove. To break down mineral buildup, spray WD-40 around the bowl and on affected areas, then let it sit for a few minutes. Scrub with a toilet brush, then flush to rinse away residue. The formula dissolves calcium and lime deposits, restoring the toilet's clean, white surface. It's an easy fix without using harsh chemicals. Hard water stains aren't the only problem in toilets. Everyday grime and bacteria buildup can also leave them looking less than fresh. Clean toilet bowls. For a sparkling toilet, spray WD-40 around the rim and inner bowl, focusing on stains and buildup. Let it sit for a minute, then scrub with a toilet brush and flush. The lubricating properties loosen grime and prevent it from sticking in the future. This trick is especially useful for removing stubborn stains that regular cleaners struggle with. A clean toilet stays fresher longer and requires less frequent scrubbing. And just as toilets need attention, bathroom fixtures also lose their shine over time. But WD-40 can bring them back to life. Shine faucets and fixtures. Faucets and bathroom fixtures collect water spots, soap scum, and fingerprints, making them look dull. To restore their shine, spray a small amount of WD-40 onto a soft cloth and wipe the surface evenly. Buff with a dry cloth to enhance the shine and leave a protective coating. The water-repellent properties help prevent future spots, keeping fixtures looking polished longer. This trick works on chrome, stainless steel, and even brass. A sparkling faucet makes the whole bathroom look cleaner. And while keeping fixtures spotless is important, dealing with stubborn oil stains outside can be even more frustrating. Remove oil spots from driveways. Oil stains on driveways and garage floors can be tough to remove, but WD-40 breaks them down easily. Spray directly under the oil stain and let it soak for 5 to 10 minutes. Scrub the area with a stiff bristle brush, then wipe with a rag or rinse with a hose. The solvent properties break down oil molecules, lifting them from the concrete. For older stains, Grandpa advised to repeat the process or add baking soda for extra scrubbing power. Keeping your driveway clean boosts curb appeal and prevents slippery spots. And just as WD-40 helps with oil stains, it's also great for keeping stainless steel appliances looking flawless. Shine stainless steel appliances. Stainless steel appliances collect fingerprints, smudges, and streaks, making them look dull. To restore their shine, spray a small amount of WD-40 onto a microfiber cloth and wipe the surface in the direction of the grain. Buff with a dry cloth for a polished finish. The protective layer repels fingerprints and water spots, keeping appliances cleaner for longer. This trick works on refrigerators, dishwashers, and even stainless steel sinks. A little WD-40 makes kitchen surfaces look brand new again. For more contents like this, click here to subscribe.